Okay, you guys, so for this project, these are the items that you're going to need. You guys are going to just need some kind of frame. Like I said, this frame is from the Dollar Tree. What we'll do is we'll take off the wording, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So you will need some acetone also, which I don't have next to me, but you just need a little, you know, glass frame. You can use a shadow box, whatever you guys want to do. Now, I got these pencils at the Dollar Tree also. Now, they usually come in a 16-pack. But I found some that are in a 24 pack for the same price. You get 24. That's a great deal. Now, I'm not sure if I need to use, how many I need to use until I start this project. But I will let you guys know if anything changes. But you guys want to try it to get at least of the 24 pack. But I will write how many pencils I actually used in this project. Now, I'm not sure what kind of vinyl I want. I don't know if I want to have white lettering or black lettering yet. So here are the vinyl that I have. I got these at Joann Fabrics. I get them for about 50% off with my coupon. They might have these discontinued when you're watching this video. I know they're slowly discontinuing these out, but any kind of vinyl will do. And then this is transfer tape paper that I use. This is actually from the Dollar Tree. I find it works perfectly well, and how much work I like to do, it works out fine. So now we're going to work on the next item. So the next step you guys want to do is take off the words off of this. Now you can either use acetone, or what I recently just found out that you can just take a blade and you can scrape it right off. Some of these, the acetone might not come off very easily. Some of them, the blade not take them off easily. It's all different, but you just continue doing this just to get all the letters off. So we're going to continue doing this, and then I'm going to show you guys the next step. Pencils, and you want to kind of figure out in the frame how much eraser you need to cut off. So we pretty much need to cut off like right at the edge of the pencil. So you're gonna just take your pencil, take a blade, and just cop it right off, just kind of like that. You might want to leave some leave just a tiny little of a pencil in there because this is super slippery. I would do it just so you can have it at a little bit of a wedge. So I'm going to continue just cutting a little bit, and I'm just going to leave a little bit of pencil. I got a little bit here. Got to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to continue doing this. Let's see if that works. So I got a little bit here. And that actually turned out a lot better. So here's another thing is once you guys are putting the pencils in, you can either have the wording on it or no wording. I'm just going to have it where there's no words on it. I feel like it's just going to turn out a little bit better. I mean, unless, you know, there's a certain pencil that the teacher likes, you could go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to do it lined up like that. So I'm going to continue cutting the pencils until I get the right amount. Okay guys, so I have it finished. I didn't know if I was going to have enough pencils, but then I realized I don't have to go so close to the edge now. So you just kind of just have it a little bit over, and like I said, I'm going to have all the twos kind of sticking up. But you just want to have it, you don't have to have it so close to the edge, but you're just going to continue doing this until it's completely full. And then also you're going to have a little bit of gaps at the bottom because of the pencils are a little bit bigger here than they are on the bottom just because of the metal. So you're just you can spread them apart as you get all the pencils on there. So I'm just going to continue doing this, and then I'll show you guys how I spaced it apart. Okay guys, so I have it all placed on where I'm going to do it, but some of the pencils are kind of loose, some of them are not. So what I'm going to actually do is I have my heat gun warming up right now. I'm going to just take some glue and put it along the edge so they don't slip. While I'm having my thing warm up, I'm actually going to put a black piece of paper on the back. So I'm going to measure this and then get it cut out. So we can put that on the back. So pretty easy, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do with my little cutter. So okay guys, so I have my glue gun all warmed up. So like I said, I'm just gonna take like a thin line because some of these keep moving on me, and I fix it and then another one moves, and I just don't want it to happen. So you don't have to have a straight line, and they're moving as I'm gluing them. That's why you got to get them wedged pretty good. But there we go. And then so you guys, I thought I was recording and I wasn't, but what I ended up doing is I had the glue on the eraser part and the other part, so they were stable on there, and then I ended up taking my piece of paper and I glued that right on there. So now you guys see a nice little photo or nice little frame of the pencils, and there's one that just kind of goes in a little bit. That's okay. Now you can decide. Sorry, you can't see very much. Now you can decide if you want this to be your bottom or this to be your top, or however you guys want to do it. So the next thing I have is I have a design. I got to figure out the dimensions that I want on it. So that's what I'm going to do on the Cricut Create design thing. So on to the next project. Okay, you guys. So the next thing I did was I made a box. I made sure that each box was about 7 inches. Pretty much, I don't know why they changed on me, but I made every single box about 7 inches around, and then I always just make a little thing, because that's kind of how I know what it's going to look like in the frame. Now my son's teacher is Miss Emily, and I originally did this design, and I thought that'd be really cute, but then, you know, she actually, what I've seen her write on stuff, it says Miss Emily, so what I did is I just did it that way with a period. I like it this way better, but this is going to be fine, so I'm just going to get rid of this completely. So the next thing I did was I found the font that I want. The font won't tell me what I got because I welded it. So the next thing I did is I wrote Miss on one line, and then I put these two together. I added the period, and then I did the Emily, put those together, and then I kind of figured out where I wanted it, and then I welded it together. So that is basically what that's going to look like, kind of like what it's going to look in the frame. I was debating on putting something here. I'm not sure. I can always add to it later. But right now what I'm going to do is get my vinyl ready and get ready to cut it. Okay guys, so I have it all weeded out, and I actually always do this, but I cut it backwards. So here it is. What I'm going to do next is start peeling. I'm going to leave it like exactly how it is. So what I'm going to do first is start peeling this part first. So I got to figure that out. But just give me one second. Okay guys, so I have this kind of exactly where I want. So I'm going to start pressing down here. I somehow always get stuff like really crooked, but it's not like super annoying. So there we got that going on. So then I'm going to slowly just start taking this off, because then it'll be so much easier going that way. Then I'm going to start peeling it this way. That one part's not coming off. There we go. Okay, so there is that, and then I'm just going to, don't want that to touch, and then I'm just going to let this go on like that, and voila. You guys can kind of see it. It's kind of cool. And you could put something here. Like I said, I don't know what I want to put there. I might just leave it. I was thinking of maybe putting an apple or something. I don't know, but okay, so there that is. So we're gonna peel it off. I somehow always have bubbles in this thing. I don't know, I'm still learning, but there's always bubbles, but not a big deal. Just start peeling it off. And voila, we have the picture right there. I like it. Just a little bit of a flaw right there, but it's just a bubble. I can't get that bubble out. But I mean, I think it's super cute. It's an easy gift. You can leave it the way it is, or like I said, you could put something on there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably post something on Facebook, but other than that, this is how it looked. I think it's super easy and it's inexpensive. I mean, I paid $1 for the pencils. It was a 24 pack. I paid $1 for the frame. And then I just had the vinyl that I got pretty much on clearance. So this cost me maybe like $3 to make. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye. I just want to give you guys a heads up that I did add a stack of books with an apple. It looks a little bit different. I kind of wish it was a little bit bolder, but otherwise I think it turned out pretty good.